Hey, welcome to Love Them Knives. LTK here, and what have we? We're on kind of a Kizer roll. Some of the new Kizers came out, and I had to, I must, and I had to, and I did. And this one is called the Wakulla. It's from Kizer, and the model number is Ki4497A1. On the box, it's easier to read. A1. 3.5-inch blade. Titanium. S35VN. Comes in a nice shiny box. I've said this once or twice before on other Bladesmith series Kizers that I've done. Collaborative with Steve Jernigan. It's his design. I saw this when the blade show, the SHOT Show in Vegas, and there was a video that came out of that, and I saw it and I thought, oh, this is one of those front flippers. How cool is that? This is very light, and it's a linerlock knife, and it's not a huge knife, and I keep moving my fingers away like this when I do that. But you can do it just like that. Yeah. Or you can open this blade just like that. And it's real easy to open. This has very, very little detent to it. Deep carry pocket clip. And you don't need a lot of detent, and I wouldn't want a lot of detent on this. No, it makes it flick so easy when it has so you can gravity flip it like that too. So all else fails and you're going, where's the flipper tag? Oh, can't get my thumbs just like that. So whatever. Not a problem. Really disengaging this is fairly easy because there's a little pass through there. But I keep wanting to go here where this jimping is down here and disengage, but wrong. It's up here. They give you a little dip. It kind of takes a little getting used to. And I keep doing that. It's kind of more comfortable just to stroke it like that, but you can do it like that. Never mind. So it comes in, well, like I said, this glossy box. And then inside that glossy box is this one where the top half slides off. And inside of it, inside of it you get this pouch, okay? And it's a big old zipper pouch, and it has a couple little pockets over here and a big pocket over here for the knife that fits in here. It's all together. That's a big old dog, and those are, oof. In any case, and then the microfiber cloth with the paperwork at the bottom. So, I like the presentation. Oh yeah, I do. Oh, now we're going to get phobic with the logos being the same way up. There you go. Obsessive compulsive behavior. It's a sickness. Yes, it is. So, it's light. This baby doll is light. Look at that pocket clip. It's like nothing. But it's cool. It slides in the pocket fine. And I had no problem going in and out because it's got a little give to it. I've had some knives with milled pocket clips that are just so stiff they got no give to them. And they're pretty to look at, but they're not as good as a lot of stamped ones. Although this one's not. This one's the exception to the rule. There's a lot of real beautiful tie here, and I keep seeing it in my mind as what you could do if you pimp this knife. I think this is going to be one that somebody's going to get a hold of and really go to town on. You got a lanyard hole. Let's check the weight on this. 3.8 ounces. Oh, Sorry for you guys that are into grams. 3.9 ounces. It just changed weight. 110. It's light. It really is 3.9. It's under 4 ounces. Not bad. Easy to flip. And of course, this blade comes in a couple of different styles. This is like the A1, right? Which is the A1. 3.5 inch satin, blah, blah, blah. $188. So it's not as expensive as a lot of the Kizers with all the fancy packaging and titanium and all that kind of stuff. Overall length, under 8 inches, 3.5 inch blade, S35VN, spear point. There you go. Handle length, right hand, tip up. Steve Jernigan. Yes, he is the designer. So, and I was talking to David from Kizer the other day, and he goes, it's the largest freshwater spring in the world. That's what Wakulla. Okay. Thus the name, apparently. That's the inspiration for the name. I really just, you know what? And when I saw it at the video from SHOT Show that showed this knife, I thought, nah, I'm not that excited about that. The Megatherium, some of the other stuff, the Daryl Ralph, the gun hammer thing, and this and that, yes. Not so much this. And you know what? Once I got this, because I couldn't resist. I mean, there's something that is very attractive about this knife to me. And the pivots. Look at the pivots. Nice design. But accessible with your Torx. Very open here. You got a couple of standoffs at the end. You can see how the pocket clip is inset. Right there. Into the scale. The knife is perfectly centered. There you go. I like this blade. At first I was going to go, and here's, before we get to that, there's the other blade. Okay, so this is the A2. This is the clip point. Instead of the spear point, this is a clip point. So same, it's 3.5 inch, but it's a different setup. And I was going to get that spear, the clip point. That's the one I thought I really was most attracted to, but I changed my mind over time. And no, I like this one better. I think it fits with the slender profile of the knife handle. I think it just continues on. It's more seamless. It flows better, just in my opinion. Oh, one more thing. I'll put this link, just a little bio on Steve Jernigan. I found online. I'll put the link to this. So if you want to know a little bit more about him, yeah, it's cool. He's old school. You got plenty of traction here. You got a lot of traction here. You've got texturing here, although it's not real grippy because it is this just smooth, natural tie. Yeah, at least you got a lanyard hole. Let's see if it's really 3.5 right on the dot, or if it's a little bit different. Well, yeah, it's about pretty much 3.5 right on the old nose. 9 centimeters. 20 overall. Just shy of 8, isn't it? I mean, a 1/16 shy of 8 inches overall. So, yeah, there you go. Let's see. This handle's fairly slender. 10.9 millimeter thick. Come on. 0.42 of an inch. 0.43. Somewhere right in there. And let's see if we can get something on the stock. on the blade stock. It's not real heavy either. 2.8 millimeters from what I can get. Let me see if I can. Yeah, 2.8 millimeters. So it's not even 3 millimeter thick. Slender blade stock. Seems appropriate though. You still got some material out here. Piercing, slicing, pretty much a flat grind. Wow. Yeah, this is interesting, this little liner lock. And you know what? It doesn't look like they've done any milling out on the inside. So no. Easy to disengage that liner. Easy to open. It's kind of cool because it's a front flipper, so it's a different design. You don't have the flipper tab, you know, sticking out the top, so it's a cleaner flow to the design, to the look. Nothing here. Although, nothing here to act as like a finger guard to keep your finger from slipping onto the blade. But that's typical for knives that are not flippers anyhow. So, it is what it is. It's like got a thumbnail type deal, but it looks like a nail nick. Why, I don't know. This is good, though. This is good. I ended up kind of playing with this. Now, let's see if I haven't screwed this up. Now, it's still no blade play. No lock rock. But it did have blade play because I was messing with it. I got addicted to just flipping this thing. So I sat there, you know, I don't know how long. I was just kind of doing some research online and just sat there, was doing this. And pretty soon I noticed there's blade play. So this pivot was backing out on me a little bit. So obviously no Loctite on that. So, you know, if you owned one of these, watch that, that might start backing out on you, and you'll notice it. All of a sudden, it'll be a little too free on you. And, but, I mean, what you do, if I had this knife long term, then, of course, I'd unscrew this and put a little Loctite on it, screw it back in, adjust it to just the right, and then let it you know, tension that I want and let it set. So that's not a problem. I really prefer that they don't Loctite their pivots in because it makes it accessible for you being able to take it apart, service it, and or set the tension the way you want as far as, you know, that kind of thing. You just don't want any blade play if at all possible, and you want to make sure it's centered, which it is. So you got a good deal there. This is good. Thank you so much for joining me. Love Them Knives channel. We've always got interesting things, and we got more coming up. It's we got some real off the road type of stuff coming your way here pretty soon, so stay tuned. And hey, you know what we do? We love them knives. Stay sharp.